Mitzi TV, a new venture?
Yes, it's a new venture. I actually started it, I believe, in April. But it just sort of came out of nowhere, really. It wasn't planned. It wasn't anything I had on paper that I was working on for months or years. It just happened.
And what would you say is its unique selling point, so to speak?
When it initially started out, I didn't have any specific concept in mind, but it's evolved into quirky and eccentric London, and that seems to be what I'm focusing on.
And do you think London is quirky and eccentric?
It can be. I mean, we all know about the eccentric English. I don't really think there's a race of people that has eccentricities like the English, so, yeah.
But why, you're well known as a novelist. Have you finished being a novelist and now venturing into more areas of social media?
Well, the social media I probably have been quite active in. I'd say the last year has been really hardcore with me getting into social media. I have a nickname being the Queen of Facebook, actually. But I wrote some novels, I wrote short story collections, I edited a lot of anthologies. Then I got into blogging about a year ago, and I think the blogging really is what started me off in a different direction and really got me into the land of geekdom. So I'm sort of an official geek now.
But with blogging, it's like anything, it's like running, isn't it? You can be a poor runner, and you can be a good runner.
Yeah.
Do you find there is different qualities to people's blogging?
I'll be honest, a lot of blogs are sort of, they're pretty typical. I think my blog's a bit odd in that way because it's more like a series of essays. I don't blog that often, maybe once a week if I'm really lucky. I'll try to do a bit more, but it depends. But I mean, my blogs can be up to 1,000 words, sometimes longer. And for traditional blogs, you wouldn't find that. So in a way, it really is like a series of essays rather than a traditional blog.
Go back to the filming. If you're going into London doing an aspect of eccentric London, how long does a particular piece take?
It depends. My cameraman always needs to have a pint. He loves it when we film something that there's a pub in the vicinity, if not as part of the subject matter. It would depend. I mean, when the most recent video I have up, Knees Up Mother Brown, that was a whole evening. I mean, we got there about 6. Had a confab about what was going on. The action didn't really kick off till 9, and we got out of there after 11. That was pretty long. When I did the Morris Men one, Everybody Dance Now, that started about, gosh, I think we got there about 5:30 or 7 in the evening, followed them to a couple of pubs, did the interviews, then went into another pub on our own just to make sure the footage was okay. So it's usually not less than 3 hours to get something out that ends up being less than 10 minutes. And we're not even talking about the amount of time it takes to edit it.
But you're enjoying it?
I think I really like it. I feel like I've found my niche now. I feel quite natural about this, and I have so many ideas that I'm planning to pursue. Yeah, it just seems really right to me.
And who's your target audience?
Target audience, I've got so many diverse groups of people watching the videos, even people in China. I think anyone who's just interested in comedy, oddly enough, I had somebody message me saying, "Oh, you're a great comedian," and I'm like, I didn't know I was a comedian. This is news to me. People interested in traveling, people interested in London, people interested in comedy, people interested in, I think, just really good filmmaking. These are not cheesy little films shot on someone's digital camera. You know, they're shot 16:9, professionally done. You know, they're up there with anyone who's got a big budget. I would say, okay, I'll put my stuff up there too.
But this isn't a hobby, so to speak.
No.
It's a business. So where is this business going?
Well, I hope it's going towards sponsorship. As I said, this is pretty new. It's really just started out in April. I've got 4 completed videos out. I'm shooting 2 videos in September. That'll be very, very interesting. I'm going to start recruiting for sponsorship probably in the autumn. That really is the goal. So yeah, this is a professional venture, not a hobby.
But does this mean you won't be writing anymore?
No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It's just maybe when I feel like there's something I want to do as far as the books, I will start something. I mean, I'm still writing with the blog, and people seem to like that. And the blog is, in a way, you know, the natural progression goes to Mitzi TV.
We've mentioned London a lot, but here we are in Essex. Can you, as an outsider, see the difference between somewhere like London and Essex? In fact, can you see Essex' unique selling point, so to speak?
I might do something here. I have a couple of things I'm contemplating doing. I mean, I know we're focusing on London, but actually, there's a shoot that I've lined up in September that I'm planning to actually venture into Surrey. So I will be leaving the official big smoke into the environs. But I mean, it's all Greater London. I mean, Surrey, Hertfordshire, Essex, you know, this is all encompasses London, really. I mean, we don't always have to be in the West, you know, W1 postcode.